Welcome everyone. This is a brief video on how to use the Teamio chat feature. If you're coming to this page early on when you just onboarded with us, you're going to see mostly blank here. You're not going to see the screen. So the way to get started is to create chat rooms. So even if you want to chat with just one person in your office, you would want to create a chat room. And the way to do that is by clicking on this plus sign. And what it does, it creates, now you can create a new room. And it says select one or more users to chat with. Once you scroll down, you can see all the team members in your practice. Okay, so let's say I wanted to form a chat room with one person only. I would just select that one person. Okay, I can select multiple, but let's say I just wanted a chat room with my front desk and I'm the owner who's logged in, and I'm the owner of the practice who's logged in. I want to create a chat room with my front desk, whose name is Radhika. I would go ahead and create room. I'd click that and it would create a room. I've already done that. It would create a room like you see here, Radhika. Okay. So when you're messaging this person, you're just messaging back and forth with one person. That chat room has yourself who's logged in and the person you see that you formed the chat room with. So now I can go ahead and send a message. This is the first message for Radhika from Eli. Okay. Send that message. The notification you just got, it's actually on another browser because this user I just sent over for this video, I have her logged in another browser so I can show you. So that user, Radhika, just got a notification on her browser, which is Chrome. That's why you saw the Chrome notification that, hey, you have a new Teamio chat message. And there was a sound alert. Now, I'm using Zoom for this, so you may not hear the sound, but there is sound notification and the browser notification. In order to see those notifications, whatever browser you are using, you have to turn on the notification. So whenever you get started with Teamio, next to the address, the URL, you would see this little icon. So this happens to be Chrome. So I would click on that, and anything here, notifications, has to be turned on. So that's off and that's on. The sound also has to be turned on. Okay, let's go back to the other browser. If I go to Edge, okay, same thing. I would click the icon next to the URL and permissions for this site. Notifications, allow, pop-ups and redirects, allow, clipboard, allow everything. Okay, so you have to allow the notifications. All right, and that should take care of that. So now I've just sent the message to this user. Now let's look at the message in detail. If you hover over it, you can actually just reply. If you click this, you can just reply to that one person. There's no point in this because this chat room only has one person. But if this chat room had multiple people and multiple people are talking, you can go over this arrow and only reply to that specific person. Okay, or meaning just that everyone will see the message, but the person seeing the message will know that that reply is for this specific message. Okay, there's a little blue ticker here. That blue ticker means the person you sent it to has read the message. Okay, that's what that means. If it's gray, that means, let's say I sent this message to Radhika. I know she read it because there's a blue tick mark here. Okay, so if I were to go back, all right, that's what that means. Okay, this is the first message for Radhika from Neela. So I sent this message to Radhika, and if I switch over, that's what that is. All right. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create another room. Let's see. I'm going to go back to the other browser, and I'm going to create a chat room with, let me just see who I can create it with. This person here, okay? And then I'll add multiple people. Okay, create room. All right, so now this chat room, you can just see there's three people in it total, including myself. I don't see my own name there, but this chat room, so if I type a message here, everyone in that chat group will see that message. So I just sent this message, hello there, and everyone in that chat group will see that message. What is the use case for this? Well, Teamio should be available on the browser from anywhere in the office. So anywhere you have a computer, you should be logged into Teamio on a browser. So if let's say you're the owner and you need a chat room to communicate with your front desk, you would just have a chat room with the front desk and the owner. Let's say you have a manager, you can add a manager as well. Let's say you just need a chat room between the front desk and the hygienist only. Well, you could have that as well. And only those two people will see those messages. Okay, there are a couple of other things. If there's a chat room that you no longer like to keep, you can just click on the chat room, for example, this one here, and I can go ahead and click this upper right icon, and say delete room. It will give you a confirmation. Are you sure you want to delete this room? Just say okay. All right. So now you may be wondering about how long does the history of messages stay there? Because it's about 60 days. All right. So any messages you type, let's say you come back in the office tomorrow, all the messages you got yesterday, the week before, you can still scroll up and see all the messages. Okay. The history goes as far as past 60 days. All right. So we went over how to create the chat rooms, adding people in the chat room. Okay. All right. And sending messages back and forth. Okay. You can also, let's say you form the chat room. Let's say I have this user, I have this chat room with only one person in it, but then I decide I need to add one more person into that chat room. I click on this. I can just say invite user, add users, and then we can just select the other user I want to add and just say add user. So now that chat room has that additional person that I wanted to add. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. And let's see what else. So we talked about creating a chat room, inviting a user. You can also, if you decide that you want to remove the user from here, you can also remove the user as well. All right. So I will go ahead and click that, and now that user is gone from that chat room. All right. So we talked about adding users, creating a chat room, adding users to the chat room, deleting the chat room. We talked about notifications. When you're typing a message, there's a few simple things, nice little things built in here where you can send an emoji icon, et cetera, et cetera. All right. Some use cases for having a chat room. In my practice, we use this on a daily basis for when I need to send a message to my front desk, whether it's something patient is sitting in the operatory and I need to just ask something quickly to my front desk. I would just send a message that, hey, it is fluoride covered. Okay. Again, whatever it may be. All right. Again, that's the notification my front desk got because she signed into Chrome, which is here. Okay. So then she just got this message and then she got this. And if she were to send, let's say if you were to send a message back to me, yes. And then that's the notification on Edge that I just got. Oh, new Teamio chat message available, etc. So there is notifications that do work properly as long as the notifications are turned on. Right. I hope this was helpful. Pretty straightforward on how you can use chat rooms to communicate between the front and the back and with multiple people.